Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, and yes, I've been standing here since last night. I'm kidding. I just closed yesterday's video a few minutes ago, and yeah, today is Saturday. Sorry, I'm still a little groggy from yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video, if you watched it, you know. Little groggy this morning. It's a little hectic because I ended up going to bed a little bit later than usual, and baby over here can't go to bed a little bit later. It's just otherwise it's cranky in the morning. But today I gotta run. I'm going to the airport to pick up my friend and his wife, and I don't know exactly what the plan is or what we're going to end up doing. I am going to do my best, I promise, and I will document the stuff that we end up eating because I really don't know what the plan is. We will probably be eating out some, and so I'll see if I can have more influence than I did yesterday in terms of like carbs and stuff. But I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Yeah. Again, still learning to navigate these situations where, if I have everything in place and everything is controlled and measured, then I'm a little more okay. And then it used to be like that was one extreme, and then if I can do that, well, fuck it. If I can't measure it, then I'm just gonna go and do whatever I want. And again, we're trying to learn not to do that. So even if we can't fully control everything, let's see, if we can do better. What can we do that is better, right? And so, yeah, I can't think of anything else at the moment, so I'm gonna go get ready, head to the airport, and then if I can check in with you guys in a little bit, I will. If not, then at some point we'll do a debrief. So, all right, see you in a bit. Well, hello, you guys. Let me just give you a little update. It's no longer Saturday. And I don't want to say that things went a little sideways, but kind of a little bit. I don't want to be too fatalistic. I don't even know if that's a word. I don't be too much of a fatalist, but I'll let you guys decide. So let's see. It's a little weird because this just happened for you guys, but now I'm trying to go back in time and really apologize for all the time jumping and time traveling that we do in this video series. I'm trying to sort of do my best to make sure that you guys have a continuity for you guys, but also for me, because it really helps me kind of just stay on track, if you will. So Saturday, I went to the airport and I picked up my friend and his wife, and we hadn't seen each other in a while, so you guys can only imagine the gab fest that it was. And we sort of drove around downtown DC because we thought, oh, let's go see the cherry blossoms. But of course, it was Saturday, and it's a holiday weekend, so it was so packed that finding parking would be impossible. Now, last week when we went down, we managed to find parking basically because it was Friday morning-ish, midday, and it's still like parking was $22. That's insane to park for like an hour. I mean, you can stay longer. That's basically the day maximum. But if you're staying longer than an hour, you're paying $22. If you stay under an hour, you're paying $18. That's ridiculous. But and I'm sure some of you, if you're like in New York City or like places in Los Angeles, I guess, well, maybe not LA, but especially New York City, you'll think like, oh, really? You think that's bad? Because I have parked in Manhattan, and I know what it is. But anyway, sorry. So we drove around Saturday. It was impossible to find parking or anything, and we thought, okay, let's not fight this. Let's just go. So we ended up going to lunch to a nice little place here in DC. It's called Founding Farmers. And they have a location in downtown DC. We didn't do that because, again, parking was impossible. But we went to the location in Maryland that's a little bit closer here to the apartment. So let's see. I did have 2 beers. And so, carbs, beers is alcohol and carbs. And that's doesn't do really well. But again, like in moderation, I don't drink a lot or really ever. And so it's not horrible to do it. I guess, yeah. Okay. So I'll show you what I had. I tried to be as good as possible. I could have been better, but I indulged. Aside from the beers, I got fries. So I did a piece of steak with some butter. I did asparagus and then some mayo for the fries. And this was basically the lunch. So not horrible, but I feel like that's kind of when things went a little sideways because, basically like they were here for only one night. But then things got a little more complicated because we've been talking, being really social, we're having a good time, everyone is really happy, I guess. And we decided to go out. And they said like, oh, like we don't really want to go out, but we should like go out and get a drink somewhere, right? It's a pretty basic, normal thing for people to do. And we decided to go to a place called Yard House that they have a bunch of locations all over the country, I think. I remember going to a Yard House in LA when I lived there. So, and it's a beer place. That's like their thing. It's a beer place. And my friend, he lived in Germany for a while. And so like he is definitely a beer guy. And so we said, let's go to Yard House. We go to Yard House. And then the whole time that we're driving, I'm thinking, let's go for a non-carb drink. So like I said, I don't drink a lot, but the one drink that I can have that it's like not a cocktail, but just a drink straight up, like not even ice, is gin. Like some kinds of gin, some types of gin. But gin is like my drink of choice. And so I thought, I could have that. It's non-carb, it's still alcohol and sort of empty calories, if you will, but, not as horrible in terms of like carbs. And I couldn't do it. It becomes this internal battle, and I just couldn't do it. So I ended up just getting a beer because my friend ordered first, and he got a beer, and I thought, damn, that really does sound really good. And everybody fucking got beers, and I thought, I'm just gonna go for a beer. And things just kind of went downhill from there because then I'm at Yard House, and everybody's getting yummies, and I want to save some of this stuff for us to talk about on Monday when we do our workout, because I feel like there's a lot more to unpack there. So I'll just give you the sort of like the basic information, and then we'll do a longer debrief for the weekend on Monday, if you guys think that's cool. So yeah, everybody was ordering, and there's one item that I remember I used to really like when I lived in LA, and I would go to Yard House on a more regular basis, I guess, because I hadn't been, like I've only been like maybe once or twice in the last like 5 years or something. But there was an item that I used to really like. It was like this pork burger, and it was really good. I used to love it. And then like last time I was there in Yard House, which was here in Maryland, like a few years ago, they didn't have it anymore. And I thought, oh, that's kind of bullshit and silly, and there isn't really that much more that I really care for on this menu. And so to me, that was sort of like, oh, I don't think that I need to come to Yard House anymore type thing, right? And then we're there, and everybody's ordering, and then I see that they fucking have that pork burger. And god damn it, I couldn't help myself. I ordered it. I did it. So I had a burger, and I had fries, and I had beer. And I was so like done with it at that point. I just felt like, oh, fuck everything, fuck this, you know, that it both sort of fucked with me having a good time. I mean, I really tried my best not to let it interfere too much, but it did a little bit, or at least it made me like consider it and feel a little like annoyed, not annoyed, but maybe ashamed, I guess a little bit. I instantly thought of you guys because again, you my peeps, you're keeping me accountable. We're doing this together. And so I thought about that and I thought I should really take a picture, and I was so embarrassed that I just didn't. I wasn't going to hide it or anything. I just wanted to take the picture so we could look at it together, and I just didn't. And I'm sorry. So, but that's what I had. And we had, you know, our beer, burger, fries, came home. And I was, you know, and then just kind of talked for the rest of the night. But that was it. And so that was Saturday. I didn't do any more measurements or anything like that. And so that was it. Like I said, I'm just going to give you the basic information right now, and then I'll give you basically the basic information for Sunday, we'll walk through the day. But then Monday, we're going to do a full debrief of everything that happened, and we'll do it during our workout. So make sure that you take the rest of the weekend to prepare, and then Monday we hit the workout hard. All right, see you guys tomorrow.